Good day, everyone. I am Isabella Crisel Mañebo, and I am here today to talk about your safety. You heard it right, your safety. First, I want to ask you a question. Are you aware that sharing too much information about yourself on your electronic devices can cause post traumatic stress disorder, or known as PTSD? Post traumatic stress disorder develops when an individual experiences terrifying, shocking, and dangerous scenarios. The symptoms they may have been feeling tense, lack of sleep, aggressive outbursts, or having vivid flashbacks. Some of you might ask me, how is that even possible? Right? Or how can I even say that? Let me share with you one of the type of cyberbullying called cyberstalking. Cyberstalking is a type of cyberbullying where someone uses the internet to cause harassment to another person. It can be done through sending text messages, emails, and social media platforms that we use every day in our life to stay connected with our friends, lover, family, and other people. The possible reasons of cyberstalking are anger, control, or revenge. We use social media platforms and other social networking websites in our daily life. However, do we know how dangerous it is to share our information with the public or even with someone close to us with the use of technology? Cyberstalking has an alarming impact, which is post-traumatic stress disorder on an individual, and we should act like keeping a low profile so that we can protect ourselves from the harm of cyberstalking. In today's era, the use and development of technology has been progressing very well. It is undeniable that it is both helpful and necessary for us. But, just like a coin, it also has another side. A side of its impact that should alarm us is post-traumatic stress disorder. According to Gordon, post-traumatic stress disorder is one of the effects of cyberstalking to a victim. Why should we be alarmed about the post-traumatic stress disorder impact of cyberstalking? Reports on cyberstalking have a vast number, and this is one of the reasons we should act. Someone being stalked online is more than we could imagine. Men and women are both victims of this type of cyberbullying. In fact, there were 1.3 million victims in 2016 and 1.5 million victims in 2019 of stalking cases with the use of technology. These immense quantities of cyberstalking cases are disturbing enough for us to take our security seriously. Cyberstalking causes post-traumatic stress disorder due to the unusual ways to make someone feel unsafe. The reason is that the aim of cyberstalking can be threatening, intimidating, harassing, and controlling someone. The stalker can send threats to its target so he or she can scare the victim. The stalker can make fake account with the name and information of its target to ruin their reputation. The stalker can hack into the accounts of their target for their own gain. The stalker can share the target's confidential information. This goals of cyberstalking can make someone overthink about the different dangerous situations that can happen to them. It causes them to be terrified of what stalkers online are doing or can do to them. Cyberstalking is so dangerous that it has the power to traumatize an individual. Let me share with you a story titled Taddy's Story, The Terror of Cyberstalking. This story is based on a real-life story of someone being traumatized by cyberstalking. This is about Taddy's terrifying experience with her partner, Dave. She and Dave have been in a relationship for 2 years. However, Dave turns very possessive of her and harasses her through sending emails and making fake accounts to stalk her. They would always check Tadi's email and would not allow her to go with her friends. Due to that, Tadi stopped using her account. It came to the point where Tadi's friend could not even recognize her because of her paleness and sunken-eyedness. Then, with the help of her best friend named Nokothalu, she came back again on opening and using her account. She changed her SIM card and removed Dave from her friend list. However, it is not enough. One time, she and her friends went to a bar to have fun, but suddenly she saw Dave looking for her. She hid behind her friend, but she was chased by Dave to the bathroom. She did not know that she was stalked by Dave by making fake account to know her location. Dave dragged her around on the floor, spun her around, and pinned her to the wall by her throat, and Dave said to her, "You are mine." After that, Tadi was so traumatized to the point where she hears weird noises in her mind. She cannot sleep properly and has vivid flashbacks of what happened. Terrifyingly, Dave's devious actions did not stop. He even edited Tadi's face on a naked body and posted it on social media. Then, Tadi reported, changed her number, secured her account, and became seriously careful of choosing her friends online, while Dave is now on behind the bars. On the other hand, there is a law against this terrible crime. The Cyber Prevention Act of 2012. This is the law that protects people from being stalked or harassed online. But the question is this enough to put an end to cyberstalking? Is the law enough to prevent cyberstalking? The answer is no. Why? Because in fact, 68% of women in Philippines have experienced harassment online, and the types of harassments they experience are threats of sexual violence, rude comments, stalking, body shaming, threats of physical abuse, and insulting language. Now, I want to ask you some questions. Do you think that we can stop cyberstalking? Do you think that we can protect ourselves from being stalked online? Do you want to put your security first rather than being harassed online? Do you not want to have someone who makes a fake account with your name? Do you not want to be threatened by stalkers online? Do you not want to suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder caused by cyberstalking? If the law is not enough to stop cyberstalking, we can still protect ourselves. To do that, we must keep our profile low. A low profile is being private about yourself or your information, which help us not to be stalked, not to make our vital information used in harmful manners, and not being taken advantage of. Keeping our keeping our profile low will reduce the possibility of being stalked online. It can prevent our social media accounts from being hacked. Keeping our profile low will lessen the interest of stalkers, resulting in a safer social life and free from harmful impact of cyberstalking. Cyberstalking has a disturbing impact, which is post-traumatic stress disorder, and we must keep a low profile to protect ourselves. To do that, there are things that we need to reduce, stop, and never do. To keep a low profile, we must take action of reducing our posts, like posting everything about our day, about ourselves, and the places we go to. We must take action like not accepting suspicious accounts or people that you do not personally speak to. We must reduce the use of our electronic devices. We must reduce engagement on social media platform. We must never give valuable information in our profile accounts such as our home address. Let us be alarmed by the large amount of cyberstalking and take for example what happened to the real-life story I just shared. Keeping a low profile will help us not to suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. We must give importance to the safety of our information. We must protect our identity. We must know the limits of sharing our information. We must know that our identity must not all be shared even with the people close to us. We must avoid being stalked online by keeping a low profile. We must be safe from the terrifying post-traumatic stress disorder impact of cyberbullying. Thank you very much.